Okay, big lips, small lips. Woo! Voice crack. Kinesia and Edmund. Oh my god, like, why is he making that face? Like, ew, look. Alright, hey guys, welcome back to Kinesia, Edmund, big lips and small lips here, okay? Right now I'm currently driving myself to work, and I thought that I would do like a little series for you guys every time I drive to work. So there will probably be about like 3 or 4 videos per week on this series. It's basically like car ranting, or I guess you could say like the series I want to do is things I think that people have forgotten, and it just really like irks me a little bit, so I think that I should get this off my chest or whatever. My boyfriend particularly doesn't like me calling him while I'm driving, so I decided to do this instead. He wants me to be safe, and this doesn't really involve me to be like looking directly at y'all unless I have to. So that's what the series is gonna be about, guys. So yeah, so we're gonna get right into it. Okay, so one thing I just want to talk about, I'm sorry if the AC is a little loud, but it is flaming hot in here. Apparently it's 87 degrees in this car, so it needs to go down a little bit. I'm burning, like even the steering wheel is like piping hot. We had a stop sign, guys.
What are you doing?
Taking little pics for the thumbnail. And that's one thing I think I've always forget, is to take pictures of the thumbnail. And then I'm just like totally freaking lost. But trick. I've been seeing that people have a problem with trying to drive and trying to have like their phone set up. I'm gonna see people having like an issue with that. And one thing I'm gonna say is, with like the little car holder, like the mount, you can put your phone sideways and it will stay there. Like, don't turn the phone mount, just turn your phone and place it in there. Like, this is my dad's car mount and it just fits vertically, but I just turn my phone and it kind of like holds it in place, so I really don't have to worry about it. And y'all get a good view of me, just a little bit of like this steering wheel, but that's about it. This tractor trailer is like coming up fast behind me. Like, that's one thing I hate, driving on the road with tractor trailers, and around my area that's all you see, so I get so scared. Yes, I'm a new driver, guys, so I got my license and stuff like about a month ago, so I've been driving myself to work, my dad's car, and he's been driving my mom's car to work, but he is off this weekend, so don't have to worry about that. Okay, let's just get back into the video. I'm sorry. So the first thing I want to talk about is the James Charles incident. I feel as though everybody completely forgot about that, and I feel as though that when it comes to influencers like him and other people decide to block out the bad stuff they have done to make them seem like a good person. And first of all, it's been many like things that have come out about him, like him with like these little boys, texting them, and he did that multiple times. And I don't like how they always say, oh, it was a mistake. But if you knew it was a mistake, which you knew it was wrong, but you decided to keep doing it, and you decided to keep talking to little boys, so don't try to come on your YouTube and say, oh, it was wrong for me to do that. Like, James, like, get out of here. I'm sorry, like, some people can disagree with me and some people can agree with me, but do as you please. I just think that whole thing right there is just a no-no. I'm sorry, it's just a no-no. Like, you can't try to say that you knew it was wrong, but instead you still did it. So that means you knew it was wrong, so you wanted to keep doing it. And he was trying to say, oh, well, I seem like as a desperate, sorry. He was saying that he seemed like as a desperate person. Yes, you are desperate. Obviously, if you're trying to talk to little 16-year-olds. Like, oh my gosh. Like, and then like people on TikTok and stuff, it irks me because like y'all were like dragging the Lopez brothers, and they're in the wrong too, but y'all are still supporting people who do stuff with minors. Like, but apparently with Andreas Lopez, I think that's him, the girl was found lying, so okay, that's fine. Okay, yes, it comes to sometimes that where women try to lie just to get money off of it, so okay, she was in the wrong, but we never know. He could have still done it, and maybe she's right, but the court decides that, not me, you know. So, but with Tony Lopez, I'm pretty sure like it did happen. Y'all can correct me. We're not doing nothing about that, or are we? Exactly. So I'm just like, I don't understand why people do this all the time. It just irks me when it comes to influencers. Everybody forgets. Everybody tries to make them, paint them as this good person. Well, he donated to charity. I don't care if he donated to charity. He was with a freaking minor. Like, no. That's one thing I want to talk about, because it seems as though all of like the Lopez brothers was all over TikTok, but James Charles, I only seen one video. And the fact that I don't know if YouTube demonetized him forever or whatever, but it needs to be that way. You know what you were doing. Like, oh, I hate that. Like, he knows what he was doing. He knows it was wrong, and he did it in the first place. So demonetize him forever. Ban him off of YouTube. Because y'all be the same exact people who over here and will ban anybody else who probably actually made an honest mistake, or it has not, or it's like not been proven that they have even done it. And y'all will do that so quick. But when it comes to a popular influencer, it's as though like, oh, we still gotta keep them in that positive spotlight. Like, no, you know what you did. That's how I feel. But what's another thing? I'm gonna stop like just letting y'all know. I'm like, oh my gosh, she just looking at us. But I'm trying to think of some other stuff. I guess it's probably like a rant video / like the series I'm gonna do, like what people have forgotten. Probably do like one of those, because yeah. I wanted to talk about that iCarly thing. What do y'all think about that? I don't know like the full story about it, but I know they're doing a reboot. Obviously, they came out with a trailer not too long ago. I don't seem like I'm liking it. I wish Sam was in it, like the character Sam. I know that's not, Okay, so like, yeah, I wish she was in it, but I know she doesn't want to be in it for reasons. And I saw an interview where she said that she did acting because her family needed the money. That's understandable. If you have to go to that length, yeah, like that's understandable. But I don't like how she was being treated on the show. She was the best character, her and Carly, and it's just, I don't know what to say. Like, she's been treated. I heard that she was like, stuff has happened to her, like on the show. I've been seeing like what the producer was doing. They even had like clips of it, and it was going around TikTok, and I was just like, you see, and they do nothing to these people. Nothing to these people. It's like these celebrities and people all in the spotlight they don't get no wrongdoings. But it was like a little low person who's barely did anything. They're in the wrong. Other than anybody else. That just makes no sense to me. It just makes no sense. It makes no sense to me. But yeah. What else has happened? I've been looking up TikTok, which I think I'm gonna do a video to it, because I don't know like the full story, which I'm gonna go and start researching stuff. But I've seen that the girl on TikTok, like her name is starts with an S. She's with Jack Wright. That's the only name I know. And he said that he claims that she has sexually assaulted him. And let me just say, I'm gonna show y'all the video right now.
Jack Wright has now spoken up since Sienna May has posted her video addressing their situation. Here's the latest.
Unequivocally deny the allegations that I sexually assaulted Jack Wright. It's currently 2 a.m. and I've been listening to everyone around me tell me what to do all day and what I shouldn't say. And I basically just want to come on here because I'm not making an apology video. This is more of a statement. I didn't want to bring this online, as I said in my statement earlier, but this has gotten to a point where my name is being dragged in the mud, and I am going to stand up for myself and tell the truth.
Jack Wright then came out and said, "While I love sharing my life with all of you, some parts are deeply personal and I've been hesitant to share for my own emotional and mental well-being, but I will say this essay is a serious matter that has real consequences. Mason and James' only intention was to protect me with the truth, and I really value their enormous support through this extremely difficult time. I truly encourage my childhood friend Sienna to get the support and help that she needs. I don't want to tear anyone down and only wish for healing for everyone involved. I want to thank all of you who've reached out with your love, support, and kindness. I'm forever grateful."
Okay, let me just say this. I feel as though like people don't want to see or understand that it happens to men too. And I don't want to say it's feminist. I don't want to say it's all of society. I'm just saying it's some people that I feel as though they don't care. And I don't want to come off as a bad person, but maybe it never happened to him. Maybe it never happened, but let's just say if it did happen to him, okay? Let's just say it did happen to him. And he came out about it. Don't you know statistics say that most men, it happens to men more? I'm not saying that we should stop like doing this stuff for women too. It should be for all. It can happen to anybody. Like look at like all the celebrities that it has happened to. Look at that. Like look at that, you know? Like I feel people don't want to see that it happens to men, and they just want to hold that thing too. And like I'm not even trying to say that, oh, women, like I don't care about like when it happens to women. I do. I know people that it has happened to. And I always try to like say that when I grow up, I'm going to protect my kids. Not saying that people don't protect their kids, but I'm saying I'm going to protect them, have extra caution over them, and make sure that I'm the mother where my kids can tell me anything, even if it comes to that point, you know? I don't want people to be like, oh, but you're just saying like all this and this and that, and you don't care about when it happens to women. I do. But I think sometimes we need to look at everybody, not just one whole group. Anything can happen to anyone. That's the saying I'm gonna have. Anything can happen to anyone. You can't just say it happens to one group and not the other. You can't. And it happens to men too, more than women, because they don't say nothing about it. They don't say nothing. Because men feel as though in this society they feel like they should be tough. This shouldn't happen to them. And it shouldn't happen to anybody, but it happens. But we shouldn't try to silence men and feel like they can't speak up about something that has happened to them traumatically, and try to make it seem as though women are the one that we should really focus on. We should focus on everybody. So what if it did happen to Jack Wright? Like, this is the thing I don't understand. It's a freaking green light, and I'm going like 60, and y'all are over here doing all this extra stuff. So yeah, let's say it did happen to Jack Wright, right? Okay. If it happened to him, the comments are defending him. In the video, I'll show you some of the comments. The comments are defending him. Why? Because they said, okay, he came out about it. Did she come out about it? No. Did she say, oh, I sexually assaulted? No. He said she sexually assaulted me. He came out about it. So people were saying in the comments, and I agree with every comment that was posted up, they said we should not just try to overlook the men. Even women were saying it, men were saying it, everybody was saying it. We should not overlook them because it happens too. It happens to them too. And people were saying like, just like the women, if it happened to women, they would say, I'm the victim here, he's the abuser. Well, he's the victim here, she's the abuser. The court could probably prove it. We don't know, but in this case, he came forward and said it. No one else said it for him. He came up and said it. So don't try to make him seem less. Just because he's a man, don't say, oh, he's the abuser, she's the victim. You did to her, she switched her story. No. And I don't know the full thing. Like I said, I'm probably going to do a video on it. If y'all want to see me do a video on it, say it down below. But it's just how it is. So I just think people shouldn't look and say that it only happens to one group of people. That's what I'm saying. So, I was trying to think of something else. It's just a lot of things. Just a lot. But yeah, like, that's the main videos I do want to do coming up. Because I feel like we as people should not overlook that. We shouldn't, as a society as a whole, we shouldn't overlook that. And I feel like, yes, we have like all of the marches and the events and awareness for women. I think it should be for men too. I think men should be heard too. I think it should be a whole thing where it's like a whole event, a whole parade, a whole, I shouldn't say parade, like a whole awareness, a whole thing where we're all helping each other. We're all seeing that it happens to everyone. You know, I feel like it should be that. I feel like women can go up and speak up, men can go up and speak up and tell their stories. I think they should be heard, because the only time you ever hear something about it is if like they become a celebrity and they say it in like an interview. But there are like millions and millions of people that this happens to, men, and we don't hear nothing unless they're like a celebrity. So I feel like they should be heard too. I feel like it should be a thing like that. Like maybe one day in the future I want to have that thing, you know? I feel like it will make things so much better. I feel like it will make men feel as though they don't have to hide anything. They don't have to feel weak when they say it. They don't have to feel like they have to be this tough man who just have to push his feelings aside, because that's how society paints it. That's just how I feel. So that concludes the whole thing. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Tell me how you feel about it. I just want to do this series every time I go to work, so I'll have one posted up Sunday. So I hope y'all enjoyed this, and